Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you've all been doing well. It's definitely been like, I don't even want to say wild. It's been a little bit beyond wild this last week and a half, 2 weeks, with all this various different figure news coming out, you know, from Wonderfest, New York Comic Con. It's been absolutely amazing. But we do have some third-party news to get into today, so I think I'm going to quickly dive into that. Now, usually it's just going to be Dragon Ball, but I do want to touch back on CTToys and Mess Toys really quick. CTToys just recently released that Daredevil, and they also seem to be potentially, you know, getting ready to drop another variant of him in the black and red, color palette, which, gotta say, I would definitely be down to pick up. Although, very interesting that they're not going with the yellow red, because I do think that classic style would be cool to see as well in a figure form. But that is something from them. I don't know what else they have kind of in their plans at the moment in terms of overall releases. I know that they released like the Hush Batman, you know, and various different Spider-Man, but I do want to see them maybe take a little bit more liberty and do something all new. That's kind of their own take. I don't want to say own take, something that just hasn't been done in figure form yet, at least by Mayfix. That would be interesting. Anyways, we're going to jump on over to Mess Toys really quick. They do have, you know, Scarlet Spider in preparation, being worked on. Obviously it says not final, but it does seem to be somewhere in the development line. They do also have Venom somewhere in the development line, and they do have tease projects such as Invincible, Chasm. Poor Chasm, man. You know, that's a character I feel bad for sometimes. But they also just recently released Superior Spider-Man. Why am I lisping or whatever? This thing, from what I've seen in the photos, looks just absolutely incredible, and it's highly regarded. Like, some people say it's one of their best projects thus far. So I mean, I definitely got to get myself one at some point, but I'm just like in shock and awe just seeing it and seeing all the photos. But those are available on AliExpress, you know, for the released figures if you do want to take a look at buying one. I'll put whatever links I can. I'll put their main store that they have where they sell, you know, all these figures, their actual store, you know, so you won't get confused for the future. So I want you to bookmark it. Okay. Anyways, we're going to move on. Sigma Toys, Arthur Toys. Arthur Toys you might be more familiar with. They did do the Sasuke and Naruto kits from, I don't even know how long ago that was, but sometime this year that Sasuke kit released, and I think sometime last year that Naruto kit released. Both are pretty cool. First project I've seen here from the both of them that is a figure, so naturally this thing took its sweet time. It's had to bake, but so far it's been looking really good from all the updates we have seen. They didn't give a date on release. They just say it's almost ready. They do have, you know, the clamshell here with the figure, its accessories and whatnot. So I'm definitely hoping to see this thing drop before December 2025. I would like to see it drop next month, you know, sometime mid-November would be awesome, but you know, no guarantees. They didn't do any crazy hardcore posing with him, but I mean, just from the looks of it, it does look like he's got some potential there, right? Like I gotta see him in someone's hands that like just knows how to manipulate the figures into these crazy positions and angles and whatnot. I gotta see it. But just from looking at it so far, I mean, it looks like he shouldn't have a problem hitting some basic poses, right? But anyways, in the head sculpts look great. And I think Sigma Toys is more like a head sculpt person, from what I've seen at least. Let's click out of here, because I'm not familiar with them too much in terms of overall projects, but it seems like they're more on the head sculpt side. Anyways, like I said, we don't have any more details, just another look, hopefully soon. So moving forward, some quick updates here. Second payments, if you've got things on 5K Toys, be checking that second payment tab. DCG's improved head sculpts, I guess, are back up here for second payment. So if you got those, now's the time to go pay. You have until the 22nd of October. Otherwise, your stuff is forfeit. They're gonna put it in the featured stock section, so get on it, bruh. Anyways, also OC Toys Vegito variants are in stock, at least all of them except 004. I'm not sure when they have this there. I've always wondered, like, if you select it, purchase it, Are you still going to get all three? I imagine so. Like, I don't think that they're gone out of this entire variant. I think the allocated amount for individual sale is gone. Otherwise, I think this price would need to be deducted if you were going to do an all combo to get this bonus. But that's just how I think about it. I can't say for sure. If you want questions answered, 5K Toys is the best one to ask. Anyways, it's available. Go for it if you want it. MP models also available if you want it. There was some news that they are going to re-release these sometime December, probably going to bleed into 2026. But if you want it now, it is readily available at 5K Toys, and I'm pretty sure you could probably find it on a couple of AliExpress stores. I'm sure you could. So if you are looking for it, it's still available. Anyways, moving forward, Beast Deities, Mythos Anime, Kong Studios, whatever you'd like to call them. When you hear me talk about them and I say Kong Studios, I'm just referring to everything that they call themselves. Okay, one pseudonym. There's no reason to break it up so much. So we're gonna just say Kong. Okay, Kong Studios Broly's are out in China. These are the re-released versions. As you know, there was some other studio doing their recast of these figures, so it kind of prompted them to re-release their own stuff. So if you are looking to get these, at least right now, you can go on AliExpress and find some. They are going to be pretty high priced. So sorry about that. If you want to compare the prices though, from what 5K Toys had, this is it. You could you could screenshot, pause the video, whatever you want to do. This is the original prices if you want to compare. We don't know what the total shipping will be at this time with 5K Toys. The hope is that they keep it the same as last time, but there are no guarantees. It could easily be 30, 35, like we don't know. So with that being said, buy at your own caution. So yeah, that's really all I can say about that. Moving forward, ENC. I'm going to borrow Big Dino Reviews photos here just because I don't have this figure. I chose not to buy it. And I quite frankly, if you want a good Kaioken Goku, right, a shirtless one, I say go WoW Super Action Studios Kaioken Goku or regular Goku. Those are some really cool figures from what I've seen. ENC is like, it can be cool, but it's like not at the same time. It's an amalgamation of multiple works put into one at cheap, like just cheaply done. And it could have looked good if I think more effort went into actually stylizing it as opposed to just taking pieces from each studio. It just looks weird and comes off super cheap. And I'm sorry if that's super mean, but it just doesn't look appetizing to me. So yeah, this is the Kaioken. This is a blue Kaioken. I think the base that you can get with these figures looks pretty cool. It's not this one back here, but this is cool as well. But the actual base that comes with the figure looks all right. I would probably use it for some other figures, but I just don't feel like buying that. And this Super Saiyan Blue head sculpt I think you should have just went with a regular solid matte color, highlighted with, blue or whatever, like pearl scent. No. Anyways, thank you, Big Dino Reviews, for taking the sacrifice and reviewing these things. Oh my gosh. If you want to see the review, it's on his YouTube channel. But no, these things, man. Super Action Studio. That's all I'm going to keep saying. Go for that. Anyways, move on. RECustom. I'm glad to see RECustom, posting more stuff. We did get that, Ultra Ego Vegeta stuff and the Ultra Vegeta 1. So on pre-order, still want to see some prototypes. However, here's some more potential head sculpts that they could be doing. They didn't really elaborate. It's just a posting here. Totally could just be their personal work and they're just showing it off, right? So we've got Super Saiyan Goku, normal, and we've got windswept hair. And as you know, we just got the new Goku on pre-order on Premium Bandai right now, the undershirt one. So you're less inclined to grab this. And I mean, that's fine. But if they did want to release these, it just makes sense to tie it into the release of that figure and hold off on it till then. Same for Vegeta. I mean, they could release this at any time for the Daima Vegeta, but I think it just ties better if they wait for that new Vegeta in 2026, because these look these look stellar, especially the Vegito ones. I mean, this is like peak Android Saga Super Saiyan Vegeta for me, right? Like it just looks awesome. So, and I mean, to compare, like this is from June, this is from a day ago. Like the difference so far, I mean, it's awesome. It looks good. And this starting work looked even good. So with that being said, we're going to keep moving forward. There's not too much else to talk about with RECustom. Like I said, we're waiting on actual prototype shots of these. There are some very basic prototype shots of like the head sculpt, not head sculpt, the faceplate, at least this one, but it's not even worth really showing because that's so old at this point. I need actual like head sculpts on the body images, and we don't have that yet. But these look good for render so far. So hopefully, you know, something pans out very, very soon. Anyways, Demoniacal Fit is back. And to preference this by first saying, this is the actual Demoniacal Fit we all follow. The other two, Demoniacal Fit and Demoniacal, I don't even remember what the other one is. The other two that are not this name on this account are ones that are just doing their own thing. Okay, one of them is trying to sell the account, and that's not the first time they've done that. I just wouldn't even pay attention to that account. A lot of people get hyped at something they repost that Demoniacal Fit had in a project from like, I don't know, 2020, whatever, like super far back. Trust me, they're not doing anything over there. If they are, it would have already been done and we've seen it out. However, everything here, this is where you want to pay attention to. So anyways, back on track. The Return from Beyond Martialist Forever Goku is out in China. As you can see, there's the box clamshell. It is already being packaged. Some sellers say they already have it, you know, and shipping's within 24 hours. I'll post the links to those stores in the description. I will say this, I also only post links that I use. So if it's a store you may not be comfortable or you're not sure about, if I bought from it, I'll put it in there. I don't really like putting stores in it that I don't use. So just to ease your mind, because I get that comment quite a bit lately, interestingly enough. So DKO finally dropped some news, and I don't know why we had to wait this long, but he finally gave us something. So these Super Saiyan 2 Goku head sculpts, we did get one picture of what the current state of it looks like. He shared it in his group, deleted it like literally 5 seconds after he posted it. I do have it. I will say that I do have it, but it's nothing crazy and different from looking at this photo. So I'm not going to put it out there because he did ask nicely not to share it. So being that he said in a week it's going to release over in China, obviously, we're going to see some pictures anyway and videos of people reviewing it. So let's just wait till then so we can get an actual good look at it as opposed to some quick little photo. Anyways, yeah, it's coming out next week based off what he said. Hopefully that stays true. After that, I would like to see the Goku Black kit be the focus, and hopefully that can be out early 2026. And they don't announce anything that takes precedent over this. That's my hope, because the Broly coming out as fast as it did over those Gokus, a shocker, right? And I'm not saying that plans can't change. It's just very interesting at how fast these came out. But anyways, if you do want to pre-order any of DKO's stuff or buy anything that's already out, you can buy it here on Omnime or go on AliExpress. Links will be down below. Moving forward, there are some Gogeta head sculpts looking like they're in development. Don't know the studio name or if this is an intentional project to be mass produced. I don't know yet, but judging from just how these look, they're going for screen accuracy. And I mean, screen accuracy is always cool, but renders are easier to do than making a physical model. So if we happen to see actual prototypes, and we do get confirmation that this is like a full-on project to mass produce, I'm gonna be paying real close attention to them, because these look good so far. I just have to see what it looks like in hand. Same with all the other studios, you know, that's just a common rule. There are other, I want to say there may be like 1 or 2 other studios. I know this one for sure. I can't say for sure if the other one is another studio or if it's just the same studio that had updated pictures. But ZH Studio, they had been working on a Gogeta head sculpt set in base Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan Blue. Not sure I've seen anything too new about that. There were some new pictures in hand of a Gogeta head sculpt, like I want to say a couple months back, but I can't recall if that was them or if it was somebody else. If I happen to see those photos again, I'll repost them. But yeah, that's kind of what we got for Gogeta right now. Personally, I think the Kami 1 Gogeta head sculpts are fine, you know, for the most part. There are obviously some liberties you can take with making them look better. The Demoniacal Fit is okay. The Tamashii Nations event exclusive Gogeta is okay. It's not the best, but it's pretty good. But I don't doubt we'll see more Gogeta heads just as much as we've seen Vegito. So I would just be patient about it if you're itching for something. But moving forward, we've got OC Toys. I mean, YGMW Studio. Yes, they've rebranded here. So this is kind of our new name for them going forward, it looks like. But finally, that Capsule Corp Vegito is in full effect. We've been looking at a render for the last several months, and I'm just really excited to see that this is where we're at. But I still am not sure, like, okay, they have two variants of this figure. I don't know if the other variant is for sure Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times whatever it was, 20 or whatever. I don't know. From their judgment of the render, it does not look like that. It looks like some weird Super Saiyan or Ultra Ego Vegito, right? Like, I can't tell until we see it for sure. But just judging this from what we've seen, what we have, I'm ready for this figure. I've been waiting a long time. This is the one I've mainly wanted over even the other, you know, regular versions we've got. This is the only prototype photos we've had to hold on to for this whole time. And I want to say it's been at least like over a year that we've been waiting for an update. So I best believe, like, I'm happy. I'm excited for it. I'm definitely going to hopefully get at least one, maybe two. We'll see. The news about this one is that it is releasing sometime before the end of this year. And I mean, if this showcase is to indicate that it's complete and ready, I mean, some people obviously pointed out some things are backwards, like biceps backwards. Hand peg here, obviously not fully attached. And I don't know how, we don't know how old this is. This could be like 3 months old of a video photo. We really don't know, but it does indicate that it's pretty much near completion, if not already complete. And I don't imagine that they've had to do too much differently in their process than what they did for the other Vegitos. So hopefully, you know, this moves along. But also there is a quick little articulation showcase of the butterfly joint, shoulders, and the sturdiness of the actual, you know, body, as well as the just overall 360 of it. Yeah, if you want to take a deeper look, there's not too much more to look at, but I'll leave their Instagram in the description so you guys know who to follow now. Hopefully they keep on posting news here and not just kind of one and done. If you're also wondering what I'm talking about with the other variant, it's this right here. Like, I can't say for sure just because the colors are all purple looking, and I don't know why. There was rumors that they were going to do another variant, which would be the Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken variant, but like, it doesn't add up, right? Anyways, I don't want to get hung up on that. Let's move forward. This is the last little thing here. So the KW Cell Juniors are getting ready to release in about a week or so here in October. And from everything I've seen about these things, they seem pretty worthwhile. If you do want some Cell Juniors, I say go get your pre-orders in now, because once they're gone, they're gone. But if you also want to get a really good in-depth review of them, Nostalgia Unboxed has a really good breakdown, and it solidified me wanting to actually go get them, because I was really hesitant for such a small figure from a third party to do as well as it is. Like, says big things. I think like this is a big turning point for third party figures. This last year, we've just seen a lot of good potential for the beyond. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Tamashii Nations. I really do. Like, all the stuff that they do with the Dragon Ball line, don't have to agree with, but I definitely like the stages of it that they've gone with, right? Like I like the expansion of the Namek Saga. I like them doing more, I don't want to say obscure characters, but characters you wouldn't get normally. But third parties are showing that they can also do some crazy good things. So anyways, that is pretty much it for this video. Again, links will be in the description down below for most of this stuff that I can find, if it's still available on AliExpress, of course. But yeah, absolutely awesome stuff. If you didn't check out the last video, there were some things talking about that Broly figure that we've seen now get a prototype and some new updated renders to show what fully is coming. But yeah, it's absolutely just insane with everything we're getting, official and non-official. For those asking about the Piccolo, by the way, I'm working to make a quick little short for y'all. I've just been busy. Also want to do a recap talking about all of the New York Comic Con Figuarts stuff, at least. Hopefully get that out soon. But without further ado, I'm going to end it there. Hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, be ready, because the third party space is not slowing down anytime soon. But I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.